Hey everyone, welcome to Bosi Eats, where every bite tells a story and every dish feels like home. Today we're making one of my all-time favorites, cracked conch. This one is near and dear to my heart because every time I make it, I feel like I'm back in my second home, Turks and Caicos. Now let's get started. The conch is already washed and cleaned, so the hard work is out of the way. First, we are going to cut it into thin slices. Conch is naturally chewy, so slicing it thin is key to getting that perfect bite. After slicing, we'll tenderize it. And when I say tenderize, I mean give it a good beat down with a mallet until it softens up. That's what makes the final bite light and tender instead of tough and rubbery. Once tenderized, we'll cut it into bite-sized pieces. Easy to eat, easy to fry, and just perfect for dipping. And now for a little story. The first time I had cracked conch was in Turks and Caicos at a spot called the Conch Shack. If you've ever been, you know the vibes. Sand between your toes, music playing, and the ocean just a few steps away. And then they bring out a basket of hot, crispy cracked conch, golden brown on the outside, juicy and tender on the inside, with a side of their sauce that just takes it over the top. From that moment, I was hooked. Every trip back, that was my first stop. Turks and Caicos truly feels like home, and this dish always takes me right back there. All right, back to business. We are going to season our conch with Spice Jamaica's Reggae blend. This seasoning is everything: savory, herby, a little smoky. Then I'm adding just a pinch of cayenne pepper, or maybe you can add more. Not too much, but enough to give it that nice little kick, because let's be honest, conch is mild on its own, so you want the seasoning to really bring it to life. I'm tossing everything together until those pieces are coated evenly. Next step, the batter. Batter is what makes or breaks cracked conch. If it's too heavy, you'll bite into it and all you get is breading. Too light and it won't stick. We want the perfect in between. So in a bowl, I've got some eggs, flour, and milk. We're whisking it up until smooth. If you see lumps, keep whisking. If it's too thick, just add a splash more milk. What we're looking for is a consistency like honey, not runny like water, but not stiff like dough. Nice and smooth, and it coats the back of a spoon perfectly. That's when you know it's ready. Once the batter is done, I add in the conch pieces and make sure they're all covered in that silky goodness. And speaking of goodness, let me take you to another memory. Fish Fry Thursdays in Turks and Caicos. Now, listen. If you've never been, put it on your list. Fish Fry Thursdays is everything. The energy, the food, the people, it's a whole vibe. Picture this: rows of vendors serving up grilled snapper, conch fritters, jerk chicken. Honestly, a little bit of everything you can imagine. The smell of the grills, the spices in the air, the sound of the drums, and live music filling the night. It's not just a meal, it's a celebration. Families, friends, locals, tourists, everyone comes together, plates piled high, dancing between bites. I love it so much because it feels like one big island cookout where everybody is invited. Every time I go, I walk away full, not just with food, but with memories. And cracked conch is always on the table. That's what makes this recipe so special to me. It carries a piece of that experience back home. Now let's move on to the stove. In a wok or frying pan, heat up some oil over medium heat. Don't rush this part. If the oil is too hot, the outside will burn before the inside is cooked. Too cool and it will soak up oil and turn greasy. Medium heat is just a sweet spot. Don't overcrowd the pan. You want them to have room to dance around. Fry each piece until it's golden brown, about 2 to 3 minutes per side. Off camera, I had some fun with toppings. For the first batch, I whipped up a sriracha aioli, creamy, tangy, and just enough spice to wake up your taste buds. And for the second batch, I went more traditional. I made an escovitch sauce, poured it right over the fried conch, and let those peppers and onions soak into the crust. Between the aioli and the escovitch, I honestly couldn't pick a favorite. Both were scrumptious. One batch was bold and spicy, the other was classic and full of island flavor. And that's the beauty of cracked conch. It's versatile. You can pair it with dipping sauces, pile it on top of a salad, serve it with fries, or just eat it hot out of the pan with a cold drink. Conch Shack in Turks and Caicos, y'all better call me because this recipe right here might give y'all a run for your money. So here's my question to you. Would you try this? Drop your answer in the comments below. And for those of you who've been to Turks and Caicos, what's your experience like? Did you try the conch? Did you fall in love with it like I did? Thank you for hanging out with me today on Bosi Eats. Remember, this channel is all about flavor, fun, and stories that connect us to food. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who loves island vibes and good eats.